Hi, we can always feel you calling in these messages, and it's so nice to meet you here at your alignment with them. We are so grateful to be a part of your experience. When you ask, it is given. You just have to bring yourself into alignment with whatever it is that you're asking for. And the first thing you have to do is be happy with where you are. Really. This is why we gave the message on paying yourself some respect. Because you really should be happy with where you are. Because it feels way better than where you were. You have awarenesses that you have never had before. And it's exciting to know that you're now creating from an entirely different set point. You're getting better and better at this. Life is getting better and better. And now that you've taken the time to realize that, you can be ready for what's next. Are you starting to catch the perspective here? That's how you come into alignment. We kept hearing the words pregnant with blessings during ceremony this morning. This doesn't mean that all that money that you're seeking will be here in the next 9 months. It doesn't work like that. Although we know humans love definitive timelines, just know you're on your way there, and those blessings are gestating. People think creation is figuring out what they want and then affirming it into reality. Not quite, beloved. Creation is asking, knowing that it's already yours, and then working your way into alignment with it. And so it is. It is waiting out in the ethers for us to be ready for it, to feel worthy enough of it, and to have the experience to know what to do with it when we receive it. This means we got to work ourselves into alignment with the belief. So, how do we do this? Be kind, slow, and with ease about how you're getting to where you're headed. Relax and flow with it. Coming into alignment is basically soothing discomfort. Things don't have to be so tough or hard, but you know what they can be? They can be doable. It's important to remember you came here with a clean slate, and then you got domesticated, similar to an animal, taught what to do and when to do it. You were trained into your beliefs. They weren't yours, they were someone else's. And those someone else's were someone else's, and so on and so forth. The point we are making is they were not your own. For example, in my personal experience, I was always taught everything was running out. Everything. The gas and miles on my car, the food in the refrigerator, the money, and the endless talk about bills, bills, bills. The beliefs about money that I was programmed were that I had to work really, really hard in order to make money. And even when I did, the system was designed to take it all away from me, so I'd have to work even harder. I really had to approach myself gently with this, and you will too, in whatever belief you're trying to change. With this shortage consciousness belief as an example, you approach this gently by tweaking the programs as you go. Maybe you try a little doing less, like maybe working one less double shift, or one less day, or less hours. This, of course, will all depend on the reality that you've created for yourself thus far. But then you spend that time dedicated to something that you really enjoy. And then you got to get used to not feeling bad about it. Maybe what you enjoy is just doing nothing. Maybe it's laying in bed all day, snacking and watching movies that feel good. Maybe at first, whatever it is free. Because at first, spending money on top of taking time off might not be easy for you. I will gift you this though. One of the most magical things in the world is sitting at the beach at night, under the moon, or any body of water really. It is so healing and it's free. But what you want to do is little by little tweak your experience. And when you get lost in the fun that you're having, the universe will show up with that raise that makes up for the extra time that you've been taking off. Or you'll get a new client, or some other entirely new opportunity comes your way. And you might not realize right away what it was, but eventually you'll put the pieces together and you'll start to realize alignment is about creating safety in where you're at. Sometimes that leap of faith isn't leaving your job and starting a new business. You got to work your way there, because if you don't, you won't feel safe and you will create a mess for yourself. You got to bring yourself into alignment in baby steps. Sometimes that leap of faith is just investing in you and not a whole business. The cool part is that when you invest in yourself, you will eventually line up with that more expanded desire. I am sure that many of you resonate with this in many different ways. If you feel very connected to my videos, please check out my website at guidedandsage.com. If you subscribe to my newsletter, you can connect with me on a different level and also get free meditations that are not on YouTube. There's also all the up-to-date information on upcoming retreats and events. Speaking of, there are still a few spaces left at this next retreat in South Florida. If you've been feeling yourself being called, answer. Your energy is an important piece to the leaders that are being assembled in this space, and I'm knowing it will change all of our lives forever. Don't be scared, be excited, and enroll. Back to this message though. In order to come into alignment with your own individual and unique desires, you gotta kind of talk yourself into these new beliefs while doing that minor tweaking. It's kind of like learning the lines for a part and then studying the character. You gotta do both in order to play the part effectively. One of you out there is an actor, so that's gonna hit home for you. But so now you may be asking, okay, well, how do I know what my new beliefs should be if thinking this particular way is all I've ever known? Oh, you're gonna love this because it's easy. You use your guidance system. Your guidance system is brilliantly run by your emotions. So you start by choosing perspectives that feel nice. And then you do a great job of convincing yourself why they make sense. And you keep doing that until you form beliefs about them. For example, maybe instead of affirmations sounding like, I am rich, I am wealthy, those are excellent reminders when you already believe that, which will eventually happen, I promise. But when you are what seems like very far from that space and are coming into alignment with a new perspective, a more nurturing approach may be something like, I'm making more money than I was before, and I'm learning how to shift my perspective, which will in turn shift my reality. I can feel my reality shifting slightly already. If I really think about the people that make a lot of money in the world, they spend freely and they don't worry about money. Most of them have a lot of free time and they really enjoy their life. I've noticed in my life when I get distracted by the fullness of it, things in my life start to get better. In fact, when I look back to times in my life where things improved financially, I was in a place of more enjoyment. It seems as if all I really need to do is be in joy, and then I open myself up to receiving. You can make this your own. Grab a pen and a paper during your morning ceremony and just get lost with it. Lose yourself in the creation of the new story and in the finding ways to make it loving and true to your experience. It may not be about money, but I always use that as an example because on this planet, everyone's seeking it. Because they're seeking the freedom that they think having it offers. Anywho, get creative with different ways that you can do this and develop new practices so that you can eventually share them with others after you've mastered your tool. We have a lot of beliefs about a lot of different things, and then there are layers to those beliefs because they may be different in different situations and at different parts of our spiritual journey. The peeling back of these layers is all a part of our very unique and personal process. This is alignment, and with that alignment comes expansion. It can all be beautiful if you allow it to be. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment if it feels good. These are all exchanges of energy that can be shared and magnetized to you and to others who are in alignment with these messages. It's all a part of it. We are all a part of it. Everything is connected, and so it is.